What's up, Reject Nation? Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you to everyone who's been on this journey with us as we've been watching Squid Game, because we have made it to the final episode of season 1. Now, before we go into that, I do gotta say a few things. One, yes, this shirt has holes in it. It's kind of odd that you'd be wearing a Lego movie shirt on the last episode. Well, because it's the final episode, I just wanted to be as extra comfortable as possible. Two, we've been watching this with English subtitles, and apparently we've had the wrong selection this entire time.
Closed captions rather than the regular subtitles.
Rather than the regular English one. So thank you to Omni Media for pointing that out for us. 3, finally could start watching some videos from our friend Paul over at Heavy Spoilers, who's been killing it with Squid Game stuff, and I've been like, I'm gonna itch you to watch your videos, man. 4, we plan on watching this before we even started Squid Game, but we wanted to cover Train to Busan. Capitalize on Korean cinema. Ride that wave. Woo. Yeah, you
Increase
dumb
those
Americans.
demos.
5, hit that like button. And yep, subscribe, click that notification bell. Full-length watch-alongs, we stick with the time code over at our Patreon. Reaction highlights, watch-alongs included for many shows at the same tier. You get the option for both. Lastly, Prepper, thank you guys for writing down these highlights for all the episodes of Squid Game. You guys rock. Appreciate you guys bearing with me on all my overbearing notes. So let's get to it now, people.
세모와 네모족.
세모.
He had initiative.
Yeah, taking it back.
세모입니다. 공격과 수비 중 선택하세요.
공격.
Offense, yeah.
Go, my dude.
Yeah, that's right. He rose to offense. That's right, man.
Gonna play American football now.
마지막 6번째 게임은 오징어 게임입니다.
As expected.
공격자나 수비자 중에 어떤 한쪽이 게임을 진행할 수 없는 상태가 되면 나머지 한쪽이 승리합니다.
Oh, it's gonna come down to that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It was the most physical and violent.
So any kind of violence is allowed.
Sure, there are no restrictions.
Oh, good. Double knot those things.
우리 어릴 때 이거 많이 했지. 기억나? 여기 지나면 뭐라고 했는지? 쓸데없는 소리 하지 말고.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Put some
dude.
dirt in your eye.
Pocket sand.
You know, he's made like such a badass. Yeah, that's what.
암행어사라고 했어.
Oh, that's cool. That real rain or okay?
I was hoping.
For a second, I thought they had like
Sprinklers.
some rain machine.
그 돈 난 절대 여기서 가지고 못 나가.
Oh, geez.
Damn, no, this is a straight up knife fight. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Ah, get him, get him. God, knee him in the balls.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Yes. Get him. Get him.
Dude, those actors threw down.
Choke him out. Put his fucking hand.
Batman.
Just bash his head in.
No, no.
No, no, no.
Oh, ow. No. Where's the knife? No.
Oh, you got me shitting me.
우리 되돌리게 너무 멀리 왔어.
Yes, play dirty. Yes. Oh my God, he took a big chunk out.
Yeah.
내가 죽일 거야.
Oh my God.
Adrenaline, boy.
Oh, he didn't do it. No, man, be mindful. He's gonna come at you with that knife.
그만두겠어. 동의서 제3항. 참가자 과반수가 동의하면 게임은 중단된다. 우리 두 사람이 포기하면 여기서 끝나는 거야.
But the money.
어릴 때 형이랑 이러고 놀다 보면 꼭 엄마가 밥 먹으라고 불렀는데 이제는 아무도 안 부른대.
집에 가자.
Oh, God damn it.
No, don't let him up until he agrees. don't trust this guy, man. Oh, I don't trust this guy
I
at
don't
all.
trust him either. Say, come on, man.
Come on, kick the knife away.
형 미안해.
Oh.
Wow.
우리 엄마.
Yeah, what would he have to return back to?
Yeah, I mean, he would be imprisoned and
Gi-Hun
killed.
gets to be a good person at the end. Yeah. Such an asshole. It's like the money.
It's designed to make you think, and everyone's gonna have a different response. Some people are gonna say this game isn't worth winning.
Wow, he has his mask off, won't him?
Yeah.
대단한 경기였습니다.
Oh, okay.
왜 이런 짓을 하는 거지?
경마 좋아하시죠? 당신들은 말입니다. 경마장의 말. 당신은 얼마 달리지 못할 줄 알았는데.
기다리고 있을지어니 주님 앞에 무릎을 꿇어라.
Wish they gave him the giant pig.
Yeah, just like strapped to his ankle.
Just drop him off to the side. Man, I do not want to see Sangui's mom.
No.
Okay, yeah, I know. I was like, is that guy gonna take it?
That guy is, better be a good Christian.
Wow. Did it for all that money, but doesn't feel victorious in the end.
Not in the least. A lifetime of trauma I had.
Oh, shit. Exactly what I didn't want.
고등어야. 가서 엄마랑 같이 먹어. 됐어. 돈 있으면 엄마 갖다 드려. 딴 데 쓰지 말고. 저 요즘 상우랑 연락한 적 없지? 아니다. 들어가.
Oh, man, you'll have to give her closures some way.
Yeah.
Some grand lie. I swear to Christ, she's fucking dead.
Yeah. And the daughter's already moved to America.
엄마 나왔어.
You freaking show. I don't believe
엄마 자?
Oh no.
엄마 나왔어. 엄마
Oh, man.
엄마 나왔어. 엄마 돈 벌어 왔어.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that was like one of his motivators. Didn't even get to be there for her final moments. He's hosting a game show.
It's fair and equal, guys. Come and win Gi-Hun's money.
Wow, money really does not buy happiness. If they do some crap where he like bet it all and lost it, everything.
꽃 좀 사주세요. 부탁합니다. 이거 오늘 못 팔면은요 다 시들어버려서요. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Oh.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Sky 7-4. What?
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 Oh,
No! You gotta
no,
shit
no.
me! We didn't see him get killed on screen.
He's the one person.
물 좀 주겠나? 부탁이네.
I knew there was something more to him this whole time. Kept saying it. Kept saying it.
술에 취한 건지 벌써 몇 시간째 저러고 있어.
당신이 한 짓입니까?
저대로 놔두면은 금방 얼어 죽을 텐데 아무도 도와주는 사람이 없어.
왜 그런 짓을 한 거예요?
자네라면 어쩌겠?
대답해!
나랑 게임 한 번 더 하자.
Oh no.
자정까지 저 사람이 그대로 있으면 내가
당장 죽여버릴 수도 있어.
그러면 자네는 영영 대답을 못 들을 텐데.
He's surprised he doesn't look as old.
Yeah. You know that fresh shave?
당신 누구야?
옛날에 아내랑 아들과 함께 그런 골목집에 산 적도 있었지.
Oh no, don't tell me they're gonna mug him. Oh
man.
goodness, no.
왜 그런 짓을 한 거지?
자네 돈이 하나도 없는 사람과 돈이 너무 많은 사람의 공통점이 뭔 줄 아나? 사는 게 재미가 없다는 거야. 아무리 뭘 사고 먹고 마셔도 결국 다 시시해져 버려.
I'd rather have that problem.
Yeah, that's a better problem to have. Suffering.
하나 둘씩 나한테 그러는 거야. 다들 모여서 뭘 하면은 좀 재미가 있을까?
Oh my god. Damn, he's behind everything.
It's like the anti-Jigsaw.
아무에게도 게임을 강요한 적이 없어. 자네도?
Yeah, he hit the X.
당신은 그 안에 왜 들어온 거야?
어릴 땐 말이야.
No one would play with me.
친구들이랑 죽기 전에 꼭 한번 다시 느끼고 싶었어. 관중석에 앉아서는 절대로 느낄 수 없는.
That's why he always had a smile on his face. Damn. Shit. It's all making sense.
왜 살려줬냐고. 재밌었거든. 그냥 같이 노는 게 자네 덕에 기억도 나지 않던 오래전 일들이 떠올랐어.
It's their job. Oh.
Hey, he did get help.
왔어.
Died anyway. Whoa. What a shot.
Yeah.
We should be dicks and make that the thumbnail.
Yes. It's too good a shot not to, what can I say? That long lens.
당신도 봤지? 당신이 졌어.
Wow, he faded away like a ghost.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
자네가 손님들을 맡아주게.
Shit.
보는 것이 하는 것보다 더 재미있을 수가. 없지.
That's why the host wasn't in attendance.
어떻게 해드릴까?
Oh, I think I know what's coming. I saw when I first heard about this show. Yeah. I saw an image going around. Oh, that was him on the image? I had no idea.
Oh, what?
Oh, damn.
Is my man getting a makeover?
Yeah. Oh, damn, he is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was him this entire time.
That's what's up.
I was like, what's Squid Game? When I saw that image.
네가 철이구나. 누나를 많이 닮았네.
이름이 뭐니?
강철.
강철. 아이고, 이름이 아주 남자답네.
That is. Yeah.
부탁드리겠습니다.
그래.
Wow.
오, 추운데 옷이 이게 뭐야? 뭐 더 따뜻한 거 없어?
This is just full of money. Oh.
Damn, dude.
그럼 우리 가영이 선물도 샀지. 안 돼, 비밀이야. 아빠가 만나면 직접 보여줄게.
Oh no, it's
Slap?
happening again.
Slap game.
Yeah, it must be. I need to stop this shit from
Same
happening.
guy, too.
그건 되나요? 안 돼! 절대로!
Man, old man Smith is such a nice guy.
I know. Just want to have some fun with his friends.
게임에 참가를 원하십니까? 참가를 원하시면 기아의 이름과 생년월일을 말씀해 주세요.
성기훈 1974년 10월 31일
No.
잘 들어. 난 말이 아니야. 사람이야. 그래서 궁금해. 너희들이 누군지, 어떻게 사람에게 이런 짓을 할 수 있는지.
456번.
Ooh.
용서가 안 돼. 너희들이 하는 짓이.
그 비행기를 타.
Oh, always watching.
No, Gi, no.
Not a horse. I really feel like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Oh man, season 2! Season 2! Bravo. That was a hell of a show.
Wow, man.
That's the first time they fucking said the writer director's name.
I think so, yeah. Hey, I did them all, so just do it right at the end.
Wow. Season 2, here we come. Here we come. Hopefully enough people watch this show to get a season 2.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Those ratings, it's gotta pick up if they want that.
It's gonna look so slick.
Yeah, it's gonna have the biggest budget of any show ever. Games are gonna get Saw level crazy.
25 episodes. Double the games. Oh boy. Alright, let's try to think if my mind had registered that was Gi-Hun. From that whole, I saw that image. That was the first image I ever saw in Squid Game. Was that dude with the hair?
Wow.
With him in the hair, and my mind never drew the correlation that was him until I was like, he's in this song. I'm like, oh, what? That was him.
Lucky duck.
That would have ruined the whole thing. That would have told me right away, like, oh, he's gonna win because he's got to get that hair done.
He's got it. He's not part of the game.
Holy crap! That's pretty. I know the show's done, Watson.
I know. What are we gonna do with ourselves now?
Oh wow!
It's been a while since I've seen something that both that gripping, but also that just masterfully assembled from front to back. Like,
and I hadn't seen the old man think. I mean, like, I always thought there was something else going on, and I found it sus that we never learned what like we didn't see him get shot on camera.
Yeah, he's like the only person they don't relish that with.
Yeah, or like see his dead body being carried or anything like that.
Or
So
put
I was
into
like,
the crematorium. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought for sure. I mean, this is not gonna be the last time we're talking about Squid Game, guys. There's like Easter eggs and clue videos to check out. All heavy spoilers videos.
Get ready.
Get ready. All week next week, just a bunch of heavy spoilers videos. Get ready, guys.
Comment. All you cover is heavy spoilers in Squid Game now.
And my response: yeah, I know.
Wow.
There's so much to unpack here.
Do you really want us to go back to Spider-Man? Because those are coming.
They're coming. Those
Don't worry.
are too.
Don't worry. You'll be moaning about those soon enough.
Yeah, that was a crazy finale. That was nuts. Because I mean, there were a lot of. It's the thing. You know what's funny is like what really could have spoiled this show for me is the fact of like when I would see uploads going around about this show before we watched it were all the old man and that image of Gi-Hun with the dyed hair. And fortunately, I did not. I only saw that image like a couple times, so I didn't register it was him. And the old man thing, just seeing enough of him should have been the indicator that there was something.
Yeah, I've done so. I've been really doing my diligence to avoid being spoiled on this show, and that was one thing that crossed my mind when I saw heavy spoilers video. I was like, oh, the old man's on the thumbnail. Huh? Interesting. I mean, he is a fan favorite character. So.
It was like that must have been leading to the clue that he dies.
Yeah.
Episode 6 is about
Like, his death must have greater context than I realized.
That's what I thought too. That's right. That's where my mind went.
That's good.
Because he was even messaging me about like he was even messaging me about hey, I have a thumbnail idea, but I don't know, it might spoil the show for you. And I'm like, dude, I'm got one more episode left, so I want to give my 2 cents, but please, just I can't. I have to avoid it for now. Okay, yeah, I thought like the progression of Gi-Hun was especially satisfying. It's like from the first episode, you see it's interesting how they parallel the first episode to the last, especially like the first 30 minutes, or not the first 30 minutes, I don't know, like the first half of when he's just being reacquainted to his life.
Yeah.
Back to normal, like he goes back to the ATM, enters in the pin, sees his mom, walks down the alleyway of the market, and you're seeing like just how different, like it would be really fascinating to watch like the first episode and then the last episode. And to just see the progression of this guy who's like in the same, he's got all his money now, but he's more empty than ever before. Yeah. Where the search for fulfillment came in lack of money, so wanting to, fill up his bank account, and then the journey to there ends up leaving him feeling hollow.
Yeah. Well, and that thing of like, these obscenely rich string pullers of the world gave this to me, so now it's almost like, I don't even want to touch it for fear of becoming anything like them, and also for then like really resting on top of all the terrible things I had to do to be in this position. And I thought this episode was interesting because, it starts out with the showdown that we've all been waiting for, and it's a really intense part of the episode, and I think it's again a real big credit to how they pace and how they put you in the perspective of the characters, that so much of this is post-game, so much of this is being with him in the very sort of hollow first year after the experience, and then seeing a bit more transformation after that. But it is like a very breathy, very air-filled episode. Like so many of those scenes, I really admired the way they let his like shock play out initially. Like that scene with his mom is so heartbreaking, partly because it's like the same like 1 or 2 lines of dialogue over and over, but the feeling, and it's like that was like one of the main reasons he went and did the game. And I thought that too like added to the drama, because I was like, is he even gonna help her brother out, or is he just gonna sit on this money forever and like live in a stupor?
Well, I mean, what's so heartbreaking about the mom too is like, because of this pursuit of money, he didn't get to be there with his mom during her final moments.
Which even outside of an extreme context is just another position that financial systems put you in, or can put you in.
Yeah. Fuck, I mean, we don't see anything about him seeing his daughter and everything, and I do kind of wish we got to see that.
I would like to have, yeah, I mean, that was the kind of, it's an odd beat, and I'm curious to see how it'll matriculate over the next coming days of, just thinking about it. But yeah, it's like we end the show on he's going to see her, and he's turning right back around to go back to the game. And you're like, no, like the core motivator is your daughter.
Well, what's cool about the cliffhanger, he is like the Katniss Everdeen of the story. I feel left out. And then I'm going to take down the Hunger Games.
Take down.
I'm going to lead the rebellion.
Yes. Jeffrey Wright's in season 2. Woody Harrelson, everybody's back.
Yeah, that's. I think what's cool about the cliffhanger is the last stamp on his character arc. Him declaring, I'm not going to, like, literally standing up to them. Him saying, I want to know, and him deliberately disobeying. You deliberately disobeyed me. Name of that movie. Deliberately disobeying their final order. Just to be a horse and follow along, and be an animal, get on the plane. I won't.
Go live on your horse farm, be retired.
No, he's so haunted by it, and I love that approach to it, of how there is no wonder or much optimism to come from. It's like they don't lean into the silver lining. They don't lean into it at all. Like he's alive, but he's broken. Yes, he gets to see the brother of Sabayok, but I don't know. I'm sorry. See the brother, but she's still dead. And it was an interesting thing they drew with it. It was pretty creative, because it's not exactly a one-to-one like supplement. It's not John Travolta returning home with the son of Castor Troy.
Yeah, okay.
At the end of Face Off. But he brings a son. It's like she loses a son, and he doesn't have essentially his mother, the boy, because the sister was like a mother. So they both lost, those roles in their life. Yeah. And now it's being supplemented here with a buttload of money. Buttload of money, but it's still like the closure of not knowing what happened to the sister and not knowing what happened to the son is the biggest weight that they will carry. Yeah. Unless he, because like he can't just tell them.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell them. Who will believe it? Might sound crazy.
We were in a murder game together.
And in fact, he needs to prove that this game exists.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of loose threads here. There are a lot of dangling threads.
Yeah.
Because you had the cop investigating. I take it nothing happened with all the footage he was trying to send. The brother front man being haunted by you see that he was disturbed by those moments. You could see perhaps and the fact that they cast him for it leads me to think they have bigger things in mind for that specific character, and perhaps a chance for, I don't know about character change, but conflict within.
I've heard it said, because all these things about the show being so popular, I've seen a couple of quotes flying around from the creator, writer, directors, basically saying, there's not a season 2 locked yet. I don't exactly have a plan, but if I did, I might want to explore the frontman. So I think that at least goes to support that, because he is like a pretty notable actor, even in the States,
Yeah. And so you have that. Because, having the cop investigate and all those things, and then knowing the history with that brother, I think that's the brother becoming the front man after winning this. I call them the Squid Games, but after winning that,
Yeah.
It is fascinating how it's called Squid Game. The show starts off with a prologue explaining what Squid Game is. The final game is Squid Game, as expected. And I love that the final game is not... And I wonder if it's a disappointment for... I actually am very curious for people if that old... Because all the other games are so theatrical and so extravagant and expensive, and
this one's just in the dirt.
It's just in the dirt and grimy,
lines.
and scuzzy and disgusting. It's like it's just a brutal fight that felt very real. I love that too. Like it really felt like two people who don't really know how to fight,
and who are at different odds on like how cunning, how like brutal they want to be, but they're desperate. You know?
And I thought the choice he made, I was about to have my heart ripped out. I'd be like, you went through all that shit. You ain't gonna get the money. Sang-Woo would have murdered your ass.
Yeah.
And I get this is to show us that you're better than him. But damn, dude. Just at least turn him over so he drowns.
Yeah. Or, you know, Sang-Woo gets one moment of redemption.
Yeah, I was surprised by that because I was like, fuck, that dude's gonna grab that knife and stab you. Yeah. The second he went for the knife, I was like, you gonna stab you? You left the knife right next to him, he's gonna stab you. And he didn't. Because, yeah, I mean, what if they returned empty-handed? No. What does he have to...
I know, it wouldn't be right.
What does he have to live for? I mean, like, he already returned because there's nothing for him, waiting for him at home.
Yeah, it's like you would
go
return,
to jail. Like.
You would return with all the benefits of the trauma and literally everything that drove you back into the game to begin with.
Yeah,
it's like, and I think that is a crucial element of the show is doing that second episode where it shows, yeah, pretty much a lot of people didn't want to do this, and so many of them pretty much felt like they had to come back. And yeah, like to sell that, to pay that off at the very end. Like, it is a fascinating thing because, yeah, it seems like no matter who you are, unless maybe you're the gangster, there would just be no life after this for you, really.
Yeah, it's fascinating how it just paints everything in a different light. Like a rewatch would just be so interesting, strictly for, what's his name? Ilnam
or something like that, yeah.
Is it Ilnam or Enam? I forget.
I think it was an IL. It was like Ilnam.
I think it's IL. Let's call him Old Man.
Number 1.
It is interesting of how you have the old man here, and every single thing they did where he just seems like Giddy just seemed like senile old man, or because of his brain tumor, he's not comprehending the severity of the danger. You know, like he's just playing the game. And so it's funny, it's charming, it's endearing when he's like playing red light, green light, and like, ha! Yeah. And he's got that big smile, or when he's playing the marbles game, like just having fun, like willing to die.
Hey, this place is just like my old, and it makes sense why it would resemble his home out of anybody else's, and why nobody else was like, wait a minute, I know this, you know?
Yeah, and then it comes back, and you're like, oh, you bastard.
You dick.
You old bastard.
Well, you're more twisted than anybody because, yeah, it's that, like, I just needed to feel the rush one more time. I was bored, so I needed to, and not that I'm not under the impression that, like, they were probably, obviously, given instructions of, like, if you can avoid killing him overtly in front of people, do that, you know, because he's the boss. And yeah, so even still though,
what if he died during the fucking tug of war?
Well, that's the
one game where I was like, you would have died.
You would have absolutely died. Yeah, 100%. And so it makes me curious, and it also makes me curious to rewatch and see if, you know, maybe there are a lot of moments with him that are kind of authentically his advanced state and dementia and whatever else. You know, like maybe that is real because it seems like, you know, he's like, I wasn't lying about this tumor. I wasn't lying about a lot of stuff. So maybe he is a bit of a, I mean, he's got to be a bit of a kook.
And he almost died during the prison, not the prison riot, but the scene that resembles prison riot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why he was terrified and pissed his pants and stuff. Gi-Hun really looked after him. And it's interesting because other than the tug of war game, Gi-Hun doesn't really have like an immediate death on his hands now, because the only one was Ilnam. Like the fact that he was cheating during the marbles game. I know, I'm almost done. I'll feed you soon. Yeah, the one that was the immediate death, like the one that would be strictly on his hands, would be him. Like the tug of war one. It's kind of like a group thing, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's easier to be like, we all kind of saved each other at the expense of not saving the other team.
But it wasn't an intimate experience at all.
Yeah, yeah, it was the most impersonal game.
Yeah, that was, but no, this is a sick, sadistic game that's only entertaining and amusing for the people who...
It's nihilist Jigsaw.
Yeah,
it's literally, it's not about appreciating your life. It's just like, life is so boring and harsh. Let's do some games. Let's do some games, guys. How bad do you want it? You want some money? Let's do it.
It's interesting how they only gave just enough for you to get why this game was created. Like, you don't get you don't get like a giant exposition dump because it was getting frustrating because I was like, just say what? Just say what?
How far does this go beyond the old man?
And yeah, but you don't really get much. But obviously, dealing with these elite, wealthy mother effers who just can't get up anymore, so they've resorted to this stuff.
And who drive a lot of the exposition throughout this episode. I do admire that those characters are like, okay, so how does Squid Game work? Oh, I see. This is an old game you guys used to play back then. And what's the rules? He's got a handicap for this guy. Ah, that's why he's on 1 foot. I see. Thank you for the info. You're welcome. Like,
what's he gonna do? Is he gonna return to the Squid Games? Just return?
Gi-Hun? Well, that's the thing. Is I'm like, what happens? Because it doesn't seem like he can return in a way where he has control or where he can sneak in like I'm forgetting his name now, but the detective did. So I'm like, he would have to re-enter as a player.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, sure, you can re-enter having that on your shoulders of like, I braved it once, you know, I'm the hardest core person here. But at the same time, he could easily... He's got to face 6 more trials with a bunch of more random stuff. So it seems like a hard way to prove your point.
I feel like with the right government people, the right people who you can trust who are not involved in this game, you can be like, look how much money how much did he have? Let's
like
finally learn.
65 billion.
It was like 49. It was like 49 billion, right?
Something like that, yeah.
How much money does Gi-Hun win American dollars? How much is 45? So that is the top Newsweek.
Exchange rates for the win.
God damn it! Just tell me how much this is.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to sign up for your newsletter.
How much is it? Okay.
38 million. So it transfers. The total prize money is roughly $38,393,239. Okay.
And each contestant's rough value is $84,195.70.
Okay. So with that in mind, it's like you can go and be like, look, there's clearly no record of how I possibly got all this money. I didn't win a lottery. Like, how do they cover that up? I feel like that should be explained in season 2. Like,
the season 2 is all the accounting of the Squid Game.
The bank's just like, hey, you haven't deposited in a while. You deposited 38 million, and it's like, you were broken in the negatives all the time, and now you have 38 million US dollars.
That's right.
So, like, there's gotta be, how else would I have got this money? Well, let me tell you. Like, it's this crazy thing that I went through. Why do you think these people went missing? Go to the police station. Like, there's a version here I could see where you can lend some weight to, hey, come on, like, isn't this suspicious that I have this much money?
Well, yeah, and I think you could also theoretically, he links up with the detective at one point, so if he could find, you know, his superior or the precinct, whoever he's trying to send the information to, he could corroborate that, you know, and there could be some kind of growth of that investigation. Theoretically.
But then they have way more money than he does to bury this and kill all those people they need to.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
Scary. You can't just go to the government.
It's shadowy organizations of like governments are in debt and they borrow money. These guys, no rules apply.
You're dealing with people who would like, we're converting 45 billion and that, so like for the people who are in charge of this game, we'd be converting like 100 trillion. Per person.
Silly money. Silly amounts of money.
But yeah, anyway, it was an awesome show. Not one episode here lacked. Every episode I thought was great. Every single episode.
Each one was
freaking
just what it needed to be.
Really felt like a really long movie. It was fantastic stuff. Guys, leave your thoughts down for Squid Game below. What do you want for Squid Game Season 2? Thank you so much for being here. Last but not least, let's end this with a... You knew this was coming, JT. You're the only Asian brother at our shout-out reward tier for Patreon. So you know what that means?
Oh, here we go.
If anyone on our Patreon page would be asked to compete in the Squid Games, it'd be you. Just by default.
Yes. They don't care that I think you're part Japanese.
Part Japanese, American Japanese.
That's right.
Living all the way in Hawaii.
Oh, they would love you in the Squid Game.
And we're not Korean and not anywhere near Korea.
You would probably get more money in the Squid Game for just participating, you know, because you'd be like exotic.
But you know how we do. We got to draw the correlation. Because I'm half Asian, I think I can get away with jokes like this.
Yes.
But I know it's problematic. Let me proceed. JT, you gotta honor your Asian roots by competing in the Squid Games, buddy. Get out there, make shit happen, kill whoever you need to kill, cheat some people, stab them in the back. Doesn't matter what. You're too nice of a guy. If you really are, you're actually like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
You see me a little bit timid. You would have the Gi-Hun progression of a guy who's just way too kind, and you would ultimately end up becoming an ultimate badass in the end. So JT, good luck. I'll see you on the field. I'll be one of the guys with the mask watching, like laughing. He's that Japanese guy from Hawaii, huh?
I love him. Hi, JT. I got money on you.